Only one can hoist it high. Will it be today? Stay tuned. A huge sports weekend in the Valley of the Sun. The NASCAR Winston Cup teams are here for the Dura Lube 500K presented by Kmart. Even though Arizona State was home for football and the NBA and the NHL seasons are underway, this has been the hot ticket. Everybody wants to be here on a carnival-like day, and the battle for the championship for the NASCAR Winston Cup season 1997 shakes down like that. If Mark Martin can't get close, if Dale Jarrett can't close in, Jeff Gordon could conceivably leave here today with the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship wrapped up. 125 points the spread. If Jeff Gordon can improve by 60 points more, he'll head to Atlanta with the championship already tucked away. Hi, everybody. I'm Eli Gold. Welcome to Phoenix International Raceway. It's a beautiful day. The racing is going to be as hot as the temperature. It's in the high 80s, low 90s, and we've been talking so much about the championship. Let's not forget today's race itself, because some of the big names in the race may not be those battling for the title, Glenn Jarrett. A whole different group of names to talk about.
Oh, absolutely, Eli, and this has been Bobby Hamilton week in the world of motorsports. He wanted to rock on Monday. He came to Phoenix. He's been the fastest right off the truck in practice, sometimes by as much as a quarter of a second. He's on the pole. He's looking for his second consecutive win in NASCAR and second consecutive win here at Phoenix. He's the man that they have got to catch. Steve Burns?
And the man next to him on the outside pole, Glenn, is Jimmy Spencer. And Jimmy Spencer is hungry for victory. He hasn't won since July of 1994. Just 4 top 10 finishes. He's 21st in the points. But more than anything, he wants to win here in Phoenix. Let's go to Matt Yocum.
Rusty Wallace's roller coaster ride has seen many highs and lows in 97. He scored 1 victory at Richmond, but his season has been tarnished by 11 DNFs. To turn things around, his car owner, Roger Penske, suggested, bring Ronnie, your favorite car, to Phoenix. It paid off in qualifying, his best start in 22 races, 3rd. Now they're hoping for the more lucrative payout of victory. It would mark the first for Penske Racing in NASCAR racing here on the Phoenix Mile. Eli?
And as they fire the engines, Dr. Dick Berggren has joined me. He, along with his $8 hat, have just returned from the Winston Cup garage area. What's the mood like down there?
The mood is one of concern, Eli. Everybody is worried about this guy, Hamilton. He not only won the race here last year, he won the race last week. They had 3 hot practice sessions here. He's been quickest in 2 out of the 3, and everybody says Hamilton has them nervous.
And that, of course, is a Pontiac, and Buddy Baker, again, like Rockingham. It's a storyline here.
Well, it is. Everybody thinks the Pontiac has a great edge. It is getting through the corners on long runs. That's the thing to look at today. Also, remember, Bill Elliott has been one of the fastest cars in every practice. Bobby Labonte last evening come in, told him he had a vibration in the car. They didn't take a chance. They changed the motor, transmission, and gear. Reason? They're winless this year. They need to win. A lot of these cars are winless this year. They need a good run today. Look for Bobby Labonte to be a big factor today.
Let us take a look at the starting lineup for today's Dura Lube 500K presented by Kmart. Second pole of the year, 4th of his career for Bobby Hamilton, and the best start since 1994 for Jimmy Spencer. Rusty Wallace, 2 Phoenix poles. 1996 pole winner Bobby Labonte. Rick Mast, good to see him back up there, Dick Berggren, after a good run last week at Rockingham.
He did have a good run last week, and I think they found some things in that car. Could be a great day for him today, Eli.
Dale Earnhardt had won here in 1990, and Johnny Benson. Dale Jarrett, his 25th top 10 start of the year, and Lake Speed. Kenny Irwin Jr., and there's a case from the outhouse to the penthouse, Buddy Baker, after he missed the race at Rockingham.
He missed the race at Rockingham, but he's had great qualifying efforts for the Yates racing team, and hey, he's only going to get better. He's kind of like Jeff Gordon. If you don't like him now, you're going to have to put up with him for a long time. He's got a lot of talent.
There's Jeff Bodine, who was 6th a year ago, and Joe Nemechek, second top 10 of 97 was last week. He finished 10th. D.W. and Steve Grissom, they share the 19th and 20th spots. Kenny Wallace and Jeremy Mayfield, and Jeremy is only 16 points out of the top 10.
Yeah, and he's got a different paint scheme today. Car is black.
Ted Musgrave, Robert Presley, Ernie Irvin, and Sterling Marlin, 25th and 26th. Ward Burton and Greg Sachs in 27th and 28th. Terry Labonte, Michael Waltrip. You know, he has the best average finish of all the drivers here at Phoenix over the years. Huck Strickland, Kyle Petty, his 500th NASCAR Winston Cup start here today. Dale Elliott, Jeff Burton, Dave Marcus, Ricky Rudd, his 4th provisional of the year. And the remaining provisional starters, David Green, he's not finished better than 16th all year. Chad Little and Ricky Craven. There you have the 43 teams set to go racing. Let's check out the in-car cameras for you. Rusty Wallace, he'll be with us. Mark Martin, he'll be carrying us around the speedway. So too Jeremy Mayfield. We'll be riding shotgun with the Remington team of Rick Mast. Kenny Wallace in the Square D entry, and the man who has been so proficient on super speedways, Jeff Burton. And there you have those who'll be taking us around Phoenix International Raceway. 1-mile racetrack. Turns 1 and 2 banked 11 degrees. Turns 3 and 4 9 degrees. Crowd is into it, and let's see what happens if the championship can be wrapped up today. Green flag in Phoenix. Clean lap number 1. Jimmy Spencer is the man who brings him back to the stripe.
Jimmy Spencer won the drag race there, going through the gears. But look at Bobby Hamilton fight back on the inside, down through the dog leg on the back straightaway. It looks like Hamilton has about a car length lead now, going into turn 3.
So Jimmy Spencer, who led for the 8th different race on lap number 1, now yields to Bobby Hamilton in lap 2. And guys, basically what they were telling us in the garage all morning, Hamilton's the guy to chase today.
Yeah, one of the interesting statistics about this place is this is the 10th Winston Cup race here. This event has never been won by anyone who started on the pole. In fact, it's never been won by anybody who started on the front row. But our 2 front row starters are currently running 1st and 2nd.
Statistics are only numbers, I'll tell you that, but it don't mean a thing today. Look at this. Here comes Rusty Wallace fighting by Jimmy Spencer down into turn 1.
This is for 2nd spot. Now remember, Rusty has won on every flat mile track in the world, except this one. He's even won on the dirt in DuQuoin. He's just never won here at Phoenix, despite running very well.
I can add to that. Roger Penske told them, bring this car. It's the Martinsville car. It's their short track car. They want to run fast on the flat surface here. So they're looking for a great run today.
The AutoZone Race Analysis, brought to you by the more than 1,750 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. There are the numbers going into the start of today's event. There's the battle for 2nd on your screen. Jimmy Spencer in the 23. Rusty Wallace in the 2. And you see Spencer has the handle right there, working that inside groove nicely.
Oh, they got awful close in the center part of the corner there. Jimmy Spencer slid right up into Rusty Wallace, but they did not make contact. I'm sure right now Rusty realizes that Spencer's a little quicker right at this portion of the race.
All of this is taking place 3.5 seconds now behind the race leader, Bobby Hamilton, who has set sail as everybody was expected we would see here today. It's not been a surprise.
He is way out there. Spencer having a good battle with Rusty Wallace now. Spencer learned this trade on the flat tracks. He said, remember, Stafford Springs Speedway, Owego, New York, the 3/4 mile at Pocono, that's where I learned how to race. he obviously learned it real well, running his second spot today. Having a great run today, buddy.
And there's Ricky Craven, who tags the wall up in the corner, and caution is on the speedway. Ricky Craven running in 42nd position as it was, and the Budweiser team starting in 43rd back in the wall. Now take a look at what happened seconds ago. Watch Craven and the 22 of Ward Burton here on the backstretch. This is just before the accident. Ba-boom for Ward.
Whoa.
Ba-boom for Craven. Just about had to send him a bill for a camera. But they obviously were having a rough time going over towards the corner.
Well, you can see the right side of Craven's car there. You see the 2 on the door there. You can see the scratch marks. He really rubbed it pretty hard. He probably cut a tire, and that end results is what you see now.
You talk about the ups and downs of racing. Last week, Craven led the most laps at Rockingham, finished 3rd. They brought this car out here and done 2 days of testing to try to get him into the show, and still it didn't work well. You can see Craven there very, very upset with the way things have gone.
You know, the interesting thing, after starting the year with 2 top 5 finishes, he has only 2 other top 5 finishes in the following 28 races. So it really has been a tough kind of a year to explain. All right, there you see him coming down the pit lane. Pit stops for most all of the leaders. The ones who pitted earlier, obviously staying on the track. But the lead group, including Bobby Hamilton, in at lap number 42. Glenn Jarrett.
And he brings the STP Pontiac in, guys. This will be a 4-tire stop. They want to get a good read off of what kind of tire wear, what kind of air pressure buildup that the tires are experiencing right now. So, as I said, it will be a 4-tire. No changes, no adjustments. Here's Matt.
Halfway through this run, Dale Jarrett 4-tire stop, no adjustments. Let's go to Steve Burns.
And Mark Martin came back, and he has to back up in his pits to get out around the 27. They took 2 tires. They want to tighten up. Jeff Gordon also just in. He took 2 tires. As we started to report before the caution came in, he was talking to Ray Evernham. He said, I can't get much done on the racetrack. Ray calming him down, trying to win a championship, saying, just do what you can right now. We'll get the car right.
And certainly they will. As we work under caution, Gordon right now is in 9th. Answering the trivia question, Dale Earnhardt is 2nd in laps completed this year. He's completed 9,059, 98%. Our aerial views of Phoenix International Raceway, courtesy of Dura Shine Advanced Auto Polish. Just hose it on and wipe it off. Dura Shine, now available at Western Auto, Kmart, Target, and from Manny Moe and Jack, Pep Boys. Opryland is the official destination of NASCAR. And remember, folks, they've got that great country Christmas coming up. Might want to check it out. Call that number you see on the screen or log on to country.com and get all the information about the official destination of NASCAR, Opryland, USA. Jeff Burton, the leader. Sterling Marlin is 2nd. Ricky Rudd 3rd. Chad Little 4th. Johnny Benson, by the way, started 8th. He is still 8th. Was very quick in that final practice here yesterday as the green is in the air. You see Robert Presley, the 77, trying to get a lap back. He is 4 laps down. Ricky Craven's machine cannot be fixed. He's done for the day. He's gone to the Dick Beatty garage area. Where's Bobby Hamilton? He is right there in the middle of the screen in 9th spot. Rusty Wallace in the 2 is 10th. That yellow and purple, Jimmy Spencer, 23. He's running 11th. Dale Jarrett, 12th.
Eli, you can see them putting their hands up inside the car. That's the only way the driver behind you knows that you're putting the brakes on. You put your hand up and move it back and forth. They know you're slowing down. That keeps a lot of people from running over you.
Riding with Rusty Wallace now in 10th. There's how your favorites did. Bobby Hamilton lost 7 positions in the exchange. Look at Schrader going from 6th to 17th. But again, remember that some of the teams that stopped early didn't stop this time around. So those numbers somewhat skewed. Here goes the battle for the lead. Sterling Marlin, the Kodak team. This is definitely a Kodak moment. Only the 7th time this year he has led a race.
It could be washed out by the tide car, though. Ricky Rudd is really moving well through the middle part of the corner. You see him right on the back of Sterling Marlin's car, one of the better slick track drivers in NASCAR.
If you're keeping tabs, lap 43 through 49, Jeff Burton is the leader. Lap 50, it is Sterling Marlin. Meanwhile, in the garage, Ricky Craven looking over what remains of the Budweiser Chevy. Let's go that direction.
Well, Ricky's walked out of the infield care center. You're okay, Ricky, but what happened?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, sometimes it's racing and sometimes it's unnecessary. That was unnecessary, and but I blame nobody but myself. You know, I hadn't done a good job since I landed out here. I need to do a better job. I need to qualify in the top 10, and then you can control your own destiny.
Ricky, what happened? Obviously completely frustrated, Ricky Craven walking back to his truck.
So Ricky Craven, the first and only retiree thus far here in the Dura Lube 500K.
They have signed a crew chief for that car for next year. It is an experienced Winston Cup crew chief, he announced in Portland.
Look at Chad Little in the 97 there running with Ricky Rudd. He's doing a very good job. That's for third place down the back straightaway. He's not giving up any ground whatsoever.
Of course, Chad Little has not had necessarily the kind of year that he was hoping for. They have not led a NASCAR Winston Cup race this year.
Wait till next year. Wait till next year with Jack Roush behind that team and Chad Little's skill behind the wheel. They've got some good people there, and they are going to have a great year.
Watch that 24 in the outside groove. Jeff Gordon's in 7th now. And Steve, he's one of the few right now making some headway in that outside groove.
Eli, it's fascinating to listen to Ray Evernham talk to Jeff Gordon on that last pit stop during the caution. Remember, Jeff Gordon took just 2 tires. Ray Evernham coaching him, giving him confidence. He says, remember, 2 tires always work good here. Jeff Gordon gave Ray Evernham credit when he won a race at Loudon when they took 2 tires on the last stop. So Gordon working, or Evernham rather, working on Jeff Gordon's confidence.
He'd have to work on confidence.
You have to remember, Jeff Gordon is not even close to 30 years old yet. So, yes, a good coach is great for him. He's a tremendous driver, but he still needs to be kind of controlled because he has a tendency, like all young people, to maybe overdo sometimes.
That's 3rd place, as you see on the screen, and as you also see across the top of the screen. Napa bringing you NASCAR timing and scoring. Napa Auto Parts. They keep America running. 3rd place, Hamilton and Chad Little.
A pair of Pontiacs. Little will be in a Ford next year. They've got
big problems. Turn 4. Spencer. Jimmy Spencer does the full 360. Everybody else on the binders in a hurry. And caution is on the speedway for the 3rd time, lap 56.
That was Derek Cope in the 36. Right at the end of that wreck, they got into the 4th turn wall also. Not much damage to the car, but he did scrub the wall coming off turn 4.
So Jimmy Spencer spins off 4. Dale Earnhardt also is in the middle of all that. Seems to have come through pretty much unscathed. Earnhardt running in 10th.
You got to feel for Spencer. He was so strong at Talladega, nobody would run with him. He wound up back in the pack there. Here he started on the outside pole, involved in this altercation.
Here comes Earnhardt down the pits. I guess they're going to work on the toe end on that car. He's coming down pit road as we speak.
Lap 57 will be the lap for this pit stop for Dale Earnhardt. Spencer and Jeff Green will also come in behind him. Terry Labonte will make a stop. John Andretti will elect to make a stop. Here come some other teams as well, but let's go down and follow the repairs on the pit lane.
We know this for sure, that Dale Earnhardt will take 4 tires on that Goodwrench Chevrolet. It doesn't look as though they're doing anything to adjust the car. Remember, Earnhardt complained the toe end was off. They're just going to take 4 tires. Let's go now to Glenn Jarrett.
Well, exactly the same thing, Steve, down here at Jimmy Spencer's pits. I don't see any damage to the car, at least not on the left side of the front. There is a big tire mark right between the 2 3s. The 2 and the 3 on the number 23. Spencer is down and away, so no damage. He just lost a lot of track position. That's a lot of damage here at Phoenix when you lose that much.
Now you see them working on the front end, right and left of the Earnhardt machine. He did spin in the middle of all that mess too, buddy.
Yeah, and he's got damage to the right front fender there. You can see him pulling it out away from the tire. That could have been some of what he was feeling.
Fans are always asking me how I got started in racing. You can find out just how tough it was for me by going online. Log on to www.country.com, and I'll tell you all about it. I'm going to find out right now.
Well, when he logs on to country.com, he'll find out that Earnhardt's running in 39th right now after the long stay on the pit lane. Country.com, your source for all things country. You see Bobby Hamilton, Jeff Burton swapping around there for the spot, and they close in on the number 4 of Sterling Marlin. The number 77 right there, Robert Presley, is many laps down after a spin earlier.
You know, as good as the two guys in the front are running, they've got to be wondering if they've made the right choices about 1998. Both of them are going to other teams, the leader and the guy in second.
Well, and you look at Bobby Hamilton right there. You know he's leaving the Richard Petty team next year. Won last week, fast time this week, and look at this car work. I mean, he's got to be thinking, you know,
what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm leaving with a full wallet.
But he's leaving to take over the guy who's currently leading right now, the number 4 for Morgan McClure Racing. And there you see the lead heating up, and Robert Presley, the 77, who is 4 laps down, trying to just stay out of everybody's way.
Eli, talking about those two guys right there, they are great friends. They travel together. They're switching, you know, getting out of, like he's going over to the 4 car, Bobby Hamilton. These guys are great friends, not only on the racetrack, but off.
If you were with us on Monday, too, and you saw Bobby Hamilton win, as we see this 3-wide battle and some bumping right there, it looked as though Ricky Rudd about was taken out in that exchange.
And he was trying to get out of that mess. Rudd was stuck in the middle. He tried to back out, and tire smoke everywhere.
And this here's the 5th now. Rusty Wallace in the 2, Gordon in the 24.
And Bobby Labonte pits. He was right in the middle of that. He has just pulled on pit road.
He had to. The right rear was dragging pretty hard. You see a lot of metal damage on the 18 car. I just did as he come down pit road. But look at this battle here. Jeff Gordon going for a national title, racing very, very hard against Rusty Wallace.
Working the high side of Rusty Wallace is the 24 of Gordon. They're in 5th already, Gordon is. Glenn Jarrett has an update as we watch Wallace and Gordon battle.
Well, Eli's buddy pointed out the right rear was dragging because he cut the right rear tire in that altercation. He is down and away, but Bobby Labonte has gone a lap down. That's too bad because he was really happy with the way the car was working prior to that altercation.
Up front, Bobby Hamilton shows the way by 2 seconds on Sterling Marlin. You want to see what kind of a day it's been for Bobby Labonte? And what kind of a day it's been for our camera? What happened to that great shot on the back straightaway?
Oh!
We now have beautiful shots of the sky for you to enjoy from Phoenix. We're coming right back. There you see the numbers pertinent to today's running of the Dura Lube 500K presented by Kmart. Average speed down a good bit, and the one retiree is Ricky Craven. Bobby Hamilton is the leader, and there's John Andretti in 36th. He is on the apron in turn 3, certainly has enough speed to coast on around to the sanctity of the pit lane. Tough break right there for the man who won in Daytona in the Pepsi 400 July the 5th. Here's a great second place battle now. Rusty Wallace. He's got it. And that gives you an idea of the speeds. MCI handling all of the NASCAR timing and scoring. Showing you the 127-mile-an-hour laps. We told you before Kenny Wallace had problems in turn 4. Watch the 81 car. Round, around, halfway around. Watch what happens to Mark Martin now in this mess, the 6 car.
Oh, he gets tagged a little bit by Kyle Petty. He come down and didn't realize he was there, and they made contact. Mark Martin, very lucky, didn't spin there.
He's in 22nd, Mark Martin is. And then you see Jarrett just going by Jeff Burton, the 88 ahead of the 99. So they swap around for 4th and 5th.
Here comes Jeff. Jeff Gordon in the 24. Look how well that car is working now. They were complaining about the car the first little bit of the race here, but he's picked it up a little bit, turned it up a notch. He's in contention here.
Bobby Hamilton leads. Wallace is second. Sterling Marlin is third.
In case you're wondering, they have...
As though they were pointing at each other. You see that? Jeff Burton kind of pointing at Jeff Gordon. And the exchange in position.
Eli, they do that quite a bit. What he was telling him right then was, you're a little bit quicker. He knows he's in a points race here. He'll adjust later, and maybe he'll get it in return there if they get into it later on in the race.
Or maybe they were pointing and saying, hey, remember Darlington? Want to do it again?
I don't think so. In case you're wondering about that number 24 car, Gordon addressed it directly as to whether they had detuned that car, and he said absolutely not. They haven't cut it back at all. All the guys who are in contention to win the championship have done the same basic thing for the race today. They are setting their cars up the same way they have all year long, and that means setting them up to win. Nobody's backing down on anything, including the bunch with a 24.
NASCAR timing and scoring presented by MCI across the top of the screen as Dale Jarrett in the 88 wants third place away from Sterling Marlin. He gets it. Looks as though Sterling is backpedaling just a touch, Matt Yoakum. When do you hear it?
Well, I talked to Robert Larkins of Crucius. He told me that Sterling said the car is tight, like a lot of other drivers have been complaining. They wanted to pit with a few other cars on that last caution, but track position is key, and they did not want to give it up. Sterling
said yesterday, he once heard that if you drink rattlesnake juice, you'll have good luck. Did you hear him talking about that? And there, of course, there are plenty of rattlesnakes out here. So the only trick is you have to convince somebody to go drink the rattlesnake juice because I ain't going to touch the stuff.
You'll have good luck if you live.
85 laps into the books. 3:12 make up the total distance. Jeremy Mayfield running a strong 8th. You see that across the top of the screen. There you see a good pack of machines. Remember Dick Trickle's run at Rockingham? There he is in the mix again here today. He's running an 18th spot. Bill Elliott, you talked about him on the pre-race, buddy. The 94 is now up to 15th position and challenging Johnny Benson for 14th.
You never have to worry about Bill Elliott. He's very patient. When he has a good car, he don't throw it away. He takes his time going through traffic. Right now, he could do a few things that will probably get him into trouble, but look at this car handle right around the bottom of the track.
Let's follow up on John Andretti. You saw him slowing on the track before. Matt, what's the deal?
Eli, he coasted into his pit silent. The crew opened up the hood, went to work. He had alternator trouble. They fixed him up. He's back out on the racetrack, but obviously he has lost a lot of time to leaders.
It has cost him 6 laps. 6 laps down for Andretti, running in 42nd. 3 2/10 seconds is the advantage that man enjoys under cloudless skies in the Valley of the Sun. We have had a change for the lead here at Phoenix International Raceway. Lap number 116, Rusty Wallace goes by Bobby Hamilton and takes over by 0.7 of a second. Now, let's take a look at Bobby Hamilton and see exactly what's gone on here. Boys and girls, pick up your pencils and let's draw together.
Okay, you see Bobby Hamilton underneath Greg Sachs. Look at the back end. Get out right there. He's sliding over towards Greg Sachs. They almost made contact there. Let me tell you, when that happens, that foot will hit you right in the mouth. I guarantee you got to get off the throttle and get it back under control.
And during that exchange right there, Rusty flew on by while Bobby Hamilton was wrestling to get the STP Pontiac back under full control.
Rusty has not been able to move away from Hamilton since that, however. He did move away immediately, but as the laps have wound down, the space between them has not changed.
It's now 0.8 of a second, the advantage for Rusty Wallace, Glenn. Any problems for Hamilton other than what we saw up there in the corner?
Not really, Eli. I asked Robbie Loomis. He just pointed to new tires. He says Bobby needs new tires right now. Got a little squirrely when he get in that corner there, and they just decided to back off, take it easy right now. No point being in any hurry. As I said a while ago, they are by far superior on new tires, so they should be in about the next 10 laps or so.
He's led 3 times today for 91 laps, Bobby Hamilton has, so he has clearly been dominant. We're now at lap 124.
Eli, about this time in a long run, when the tires are giving up, you see Hamilton's car still looks pretty good. I know he's learned not to get right up under a car getting in the corner, because it does mess up the air across the rear spoiler on the car, making it loose. But he learned something there. He won't get himself in that spot again. But right about now, you drive that car, when you get back on the accelerator, you drive it like there's an egg under the accelerator. You jump back in the throttle, it breaks the rear wheels loose, so you ease back in the throttle, use your power where you can.
Rusty Wallace, the leader, trying to move inside of Ted Musgrave, who is running in 23rd. Further back around 15th spot, a big bunch of traffic. There you see Ricky Rudd. There you see Sterling Marlowe in the 4. The 6 is Martin. The 5, Terry Labonte. Derek Cope there in the 36 Skittles car. Pit stops for some. Dick Trickle is in. Ernie Irvin is in. Jeff Burton and Ted Musgrave, they will pit at lap 127.
You know, Eli, I want to talk. I know everybody's going on pit road right now, but Dale Earnhardt has come from 42nd to 9th already. He's really on the go. He's got the car very comfortable now. He's got both doors knocked in and one fender pushed back.
Well, I bet he's a little unhappy as well when you start beating her. Oh, here comes Dale Jarrett pitting.
Dale Jarrett and Joe Nemechek both. Jarrett running in the 3rd spot. Nemechek in 25th. Both coming down the pit lane, lap 128. These are all scheduled stops. We have not had a caution since lap 56 with Jimmy Spencer's spin off the corner. Matt Yoakum.
DJ hits his mark. Slugger and Brad Bear go to work on the right side. They're going to make a wedge adjustment. He says his car is loose in the center of the corner and tied off. Coming around to the left side. Good stop so far. This is going to be a 4-tire pit stop. 22 car apparently is in the wall. Eli?
Indeed, caution as Ward Burton is in the wall in turn number 1. The MB&A Pontiac was running in 18th spot. And all sorts of problems.
Oh, the radiator's knocked out of the car. There's a lot of water running behind the car. I mean, run out of the car, and it made a big streak around. This will take some time to clean up also.
And it really changes some strategies around here, because Dale Jarrett is already pitted under green. We saw Nemechek, Bill Elliott, Chad Little. They were in under green. Trickle, Ernie Irvin, Jeff Burton, Ted Musgrave. They all pitted under green, as did Kenny Irwin Jr.
Eli, I hope he's okay. I tell you what, he hit on a pretty severe angle by the black marks going in the corner there. Looks like the car went straight into the wall, maybe a flat tire on the right front or something, but he hit very, very hard. You can see the black marks there. You can see where it goes in there. It's a pretty straight up, you see the 2 black marks there going in the corner. It goes right up to the wall.
The net still up on the driver's side. Let's take another look.
You see the car right there. He's going straight up, right in the curvature of the corner there. He gets right head on into the wall.
Hard hit.
Pit stops, lap 131. Gordon is in. Rusty Wallace is in. Glenn Jarrett.
And Rusty brings the Miller Lite Ford in, Eli. He's going to have a 4-tire change, as will Bobby Hamilton, who has also come in front of him right there. Wallace's car, as I said, was just about perfect for him. Very good on long runs, so I don't expect they're going to make too many pit stops. The car a little loose early in the race, but he's got 4 tires. He's down and away. Bobby Hamilton is still a little trouble on the left side. They're down and away. That's good to see.
And Jeff Gordon just got 4 tires, Glenn. They're doing a tire pressure adjustment. Now, on the 6th car, they did make an adjustment to the right rear. 4 tires for Mark Martin. Both teams cleaned the front grill to get clean air in, and Mark Martin's gone.
All of these stops at lap 131. We are working caution here at Phoenix International Raceway. A chance for us to bring you Larry McReynolds and today's Tech Fact, brought to you by the more than 1,750 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts.
Since the beginning of the season, through the help of a company called Racers Advantage and Industrial Scientific, we've been monitoring the levels of carbon monoxide that Dale's exposed to during the race. They supplied us with a monitor that's actually used in other industries, An employee will wear this monitor, and if the alarm goes off and his levels of carbon monoxide's too high, he'll actually have to go outside for 30 minutes or so. He can come back in and go to work, but if it goes off a second time, he actually has to go home for the rest of the day. Now, we put this monitor inside the car. Now, obviously, if the alarm goes off, if the levels of carbon monoxide's too high, Dale can't quit and go home, but we can download this information into a computer and read this information, and this will show us how we can make it better, hopefully, for the next event. This is just another way that our race team is looking at other industries, not only for competitive advantages, but also safety advantages as well.
Now, folks, again, only 14 cars on the lead lap. The leader is in the middle of the field. Rusty Wallace, the 2. The cars ahead of him are on the tail end of the lead lap. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars back. The Miller Light Machine. That is your race leader. The guys just ahead of Rusty Wallace are all on the tail end of the lead lap because of how those pit stops fell just prior to the cautions.
This is heart-in-your-mouth stuff. If you're leading the race or if you're in Bobby Hamilton's situation, running right behind him, all these cars in front of him.
What they have to do, they just have to go like there's no tomorrow right now, because Rusty Wallace has already proven he's got a great race car. And one little slip right now. You get a lap down to these cars the way they're running right now, and I will mention that Dale Earnhardt has already moved up to 5th now, and he's got that car on the go.
Challenged by Bobby Hamilton. That is for the lead, remember. In the middle of the field, the 2, Rusty Wallace, the 43, Bobby Hamilton.
Got to be careful here.
Well, these guys just in front of Rusty are fighting for their life right now, because if the caution come out right now, they can go all the way around the racetrack and be on the lead lap. But you can see right now, Rusty's awful good. And look at Hamilton come in there. He's going to be right back up there, and we've already had a little bit of what he can do. Bobby Hamilton, very quick.
They move around. Hut Strickland in the 8, who's running 34th, a couple of laps down.
Downside of that is Rusty gets by him, and they are out of the lead lap, and the caution comes out at that point, and they are just playing off the lead lap.
It's all in the timing of how those pit stops fell just prior to Ward Burton's problems.
Jeff Burton looking back at Rusty Wallace, closing in on him. Does not look like he can do a whole lot about it as Rusty comes just right up on the left rear quarter panel.
Now, this is to put Burton a full lap down. Right now, Jeff is on the tail end of the lead lap.
Robert Presley right in front, the number 77 car.
Third, see him back behind Strickland in that number 8 car, red number 8.
Yeah, that's Jeff Gordon. Looks like a rainbow on the hood there, the 24. For those that hadn't been around all year watching him dominate racing with 10 wins this year, he's doing a great job right now, leading in the national point standing. Needs to close it out today so he don't have to go to Atlanta worried about the national championship.
Very much like Jack Sprague basically has done on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, needing only to start next Sunday in Las Vegas, and the championship would be his.
3 top point contenders got together with the media yesterday in the infield, and we're talking about championship years and career years and that kind of thing, and certainly Jared has had one of those kinds of years, so has Martin. They got around to talking to Jeff Gordon about it, and he said, well, 10 wins is really nice, we've got a great team and everything's perfect, but if I don't win the championship, it's not a career year.
Now, let's bring another guy into the picture here. Let's pan back to the number 17. There's old DW going through your screen. Darrell is now running 7th. Darrell Waltrip is running 7th here at lap 145.
He did the broadcast with me yesterday for the truck race, and I tell you what he told me. It was kind of strange. He said, I might just be right below you in the press center tomorrow after this race is over. He thinks he has a chance.
Now, this is, while we hear more about that, let's watch also this battle for second place.
He runs so well here, Darrell Waltrip. Does 7 top 10s and 9 starts here. He's been as high as 2nd.
Look at this. Jeff Gordon moving in, and Earnhardt just on the back bumper of both of them as they come off the corner there. Eli, it looks like Dale Earnhardt may have a quicker car.
We've also got Schrader right there in the 33 right behind. You're right, Earnhardt looking, if last lap means anything, he was a half mile an hour quicker, Earnhardt was. Though in traffic, the numbers aren't always reliable.
Jeff Gordon goes right by Bobby Hamilton. That's the first time we've got to look at that.
So give second spot to Gordon. Hamilton third. As far as the points now, as this race is running, there you see the spread. Martin is 168 behind Gordon. Jarrett now 200 down. And Glenn, of course, Bobby Hamilton still hanging tough.
Well, he is, Eli, but as I reported a while ago, the car was getting a little loose. They made an adjustment. It wasn't enough. Bobby says the car is already loose, and it's just run about 10 laps on this set of tires. So they're a little concerned down here. They need to make a further adjustment. We'll probably see that spring rubber go in the right front because it's a little too loose for his liking right now.
Hey, folks, did you see Earnhardt slide there a minute ago?
Yeah, don't adjust your set. That was the 3 car going sideways right towards the wall. I tell you what, he's driving the wheels off of it. Look how much distance he lost on that one little slide. He's got the tires hot right now, and you can see Kenny Schrader trying the outside to get by him.
Of course, Earnhardt so close, but not since March 10th of 96 has Earnhardt won. Let's go down to the infield care center quickly. Ward Burton has just come out after that grinding crash he had back on lap 131.
Ward has walked out. He's okay. Ward, what happened?
I'm not really sure. We were running poorly anyways. Back there, the 40 car got up under me and going down the straightaway. He kind of grabbed me in the wall, and I kind of pushed back, and I did. Got something on the left front hung on to his right front, and I couldn't get off. Tried to drug back and lost control. I don't know whether the tires actually hit, cut a tire down or something that bumper caused it. We'll get a little bit better. We're going to go test Atlanta. We'll be good down there.
Disappointing early exit for Burton.
So he and Ricky Craven, the only retirees here today. Good battle for second spot you're watching right there. They are 1 second behind Rusty Wallace. Jeff Gordon in the 24. Hamilton the 43. Earnhardt in the 3.
And you won't see them pushing and shoving this early in the race, not at 123 miles an hour.
You know, this dawned on me, too, with Dale Jarrett having posted right now a 16th place, and he's a couple of 100 points behind Gordon. If he doesn't scramble to the front, he'd be done for a chance of the championship going to Atlanta. Have to be within about 185 points. But we still have plenty of racing here, but that was just something that popped in after we saw that point breakdown seconds ago. Darrell still right there in 7th.
Yeah, you see the KGO guy there. He's using a lot of racetrack. He's running all over the racetrack. It's one thing, this guy approaches into racing, you know, on short tracks, and he's raced all over the world, so he knows how to find the groove that'll make it quicker. He and Jimmy Spencer right now are flying around the racetrack. DW looks good.
Waltrip brothers are together there. Darrell in the 17. And Michael in the 21 for the Wood brothers, carrying the colors of the old Purolator Mercury. Remember when David Pearson drove the car? That was painted like that, number 21.
And that's the exact same color that David Pearson had on the car in that incredible 1976 Daytona 500 when he won.
I know you're not asking me, Eli. I followed that thing enough. I knew exactly what color everything was on it.
Hey, a lot of guys did, as David posted 105 career victories. And Matt Yoakum, how about that run for Darrell Waltrip?
Old DW is having a great run. He says the car is perfect. We don't need to change a thing. They only got 4 tires and gas in the last stop. He's picked up 13 positions for the past 30 laps. This is their oldest car in the stable, built back in '94. And Jeff Hammond told me, we hope this track just gets big-time slick, because there's nobody better here at Phoenix on a slick track than Darrell Waltrip.
Meanwhile, we are closing in on halfway here at Phoenix International Raceway. The crossed flags are out for that man, Rusty Wallace. He leads halfway home here in Phoenix.
You've got 700 horsepower trucks, You've got Craftsman tools. You've got heart-pounding, bone-rattling, eardrum-busting speed. What else do you need for a perfect Sunday afternoon? The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, brought to you by Craftsman. The only tools tough enough for Craftsman trucks.
Today, TNN Motorsports takes you inside the tracks, the teams. It's the source for all your NASCAR news. Join host Ned Jarrett as he showcases who's making it and what it takes to get there. No one covers it better. Inside NASCAR. Today, 5 Eastern, 4 Central, on the leader in motorsports coverage, TNN Motorsports.
We've got your pit pass.
Some breathtaking shots of the area around Phoenix International Raceway. Now the mid-race report brought to you by Wrangler, the Western original. You see 21 teams still on the lead lap, the last car being the 99 of Jeff Burton. 4 cautions, the 2 retirees, Ward Burton and Ricky Craven. I'm Eli Gold with Dick Berggren and Buddy Baker. Glenn Jarrett, Matt Yoakum, Steve Burns on the pit lane. We have had a grand total of those 4 caution periods with only 2 retirees. Jimmy Spencer is led today, Bobby Hamilton, Jeff Burton, Sterling Marlin, and now Rusty Wallace. How about that? Rusty was leading at halfway.
Eli, the people wearing the black hats are beginning to get a little antsy up here in the grandstand. Earnhardt all the way up to 3rd now.
As we have just passed the halfway point, so he's got a half a race yet to try and get back to victory lane for the first time since March the 10th of '96. You realize if Dale wins today, or if he wins in the season-ending race in Atlanta, it would be his 16th consecutive season with at least 1 victory in his career. Good battle right here. Hamilton is in 4th. Schrader, the 33, is in 5th. The 8 is a couple of laps down, but the 7, the QVC colors for Jeff Bodine, he's running 6th.
Whatever adjustment they did on the 43 car on the last pit stop, they need to undo. That car is not up like it was when he was leading earlier in the race. He's hanging on right now. I've watched the car several times just take off across the racetrack.
But I'll tell you who is running well is Jeff Bodine in that number 7 car. That is a rejuvenated team. They brought Tim Brewer on. Brewer got rid of a lot of Bodine's friends, brought his own friends in, and at least so far, it does seem to be working. Bodine with a good run today in the black number 7.
Here at lap 165. There goes that 3rd, 4th, 5th place scramble right past our cameras. Again, the 8 car, Hut Strickland, not in the mix. He's a couple of laps back in 34th.
But everybody who's gotten by him has had quite a struggle to do that. I tell you, Strickland may be down a couple of laps, but that car is fast and he's driving it well.
1 2/10 seconds, the advantage up front for Wallace over Gordon, but we'll stay with this battle here for the moment. There you see that dog leg on the back straightaway. It is not indeed a straightaway, but a back stretch, I guess, would be the better terminology.
It's almost like a road course. You just cut across there. There's several places on every road course where you just say, there's something there. I run across the apron right there and jump out towards the wall. That's what that dog leg is over there.
Did you run here in the old Winston West races when a lot of the fellows used to come here after the Riverside race?
I've been out here many times. I feel like I've run here, but I got hurt just about the time they started really getting out here. And the year that they started racing over here, I was talking to Dr. Petty in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes.
I know Cale Yarborough's won here, the late Neil Bonnet, Richard Petty, Bobby Allison, all in NASCAR Winston West Series racing. That dates back to 1977. There is Dale Jarrett. He's running in 16th position right now. We told you he was one of those who kind of got caught up in that pit stop exchange, pitting at lap 128, just 3 laps before the caution. But Glenn, your brother, on the stopwatch consistently now, still the fastest car on the racetrack, but he's, what, 15 and a half, nearly 16 seconds back.
Well, he is, Eli, but I have been clocking he and Rusty Wallace for the past several laps, and Dale is consistently about a quarter of a second faster than any of the lead cars right now. He's the only car that we're getting on the watch still in the 28-second bracket. So he has gotten himself almost where he's only a half a lap behind. That's pretty good considering he was just right in front of him when the green came out.
You're right. He is running 124 miles an hour and change versus 122.3 for everybody else. So he is consistently quicker. There's second spot tightening up now. There's Mr. Earnhardt closing in on Gordon.
Yeah, the hats are starting to fly a little bit, and here comes Earnhardt. He's closing in on Jeff Gordon in the 24 car, and every lap, Earnhardt does something different. He'll run the bottom one lap, the top part of the racetrack. He's adjusting his driving style, but that car is hooked up very well right now.
Fans will be busting the decibel meters on this one as they either cheer or boo for their favorite. These two people rock the grandstands no matter where they run, and no one is neutral about either of them.
Let's take you back. There's Rusty Wallace in the 2. 1 second back is that's all the distance you've got to make up now for Gordon and Earnhardt. Then it's a couple of seconds back further to Bobby Hamilton, who is running 4th, Schrader 5th, Jeff Bodine in 6th, Darrell Waltrip 7th, and so on. And you see across the top of the screen who's where and their lap speeds. Trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. Jeff Burton. Still plenty of racing left in Phoenix. Welcome back to Phoenix. We're live on TNN Motorsports. Dale Earnhardt has just grabbed second place away from Jeff Gordon seconds ago. They battled side by side for about 3/4 of a mile, and then Earnhardt just beat him off the corner to take second spot behind Rusty Wallace, and they're only 7/10 of a second behind Rusty. You saw him there just ahead, and they're closing in.
Eli, Rusty Wallace right now fighting a battle. He's trying to get by Jeff Burton, who is just about a lap down, and they're fighting to stay in the lead lap. He's doing everything he can to get by. While he's doing that, Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon are closing in.
And remember this, too, that Earnhardt is only 11 points behind Terry Labonte, battling for 5th in the season standings. That's a lot of money on the line there. Labonte right now is running 10th. Earnhardt is 2nd.
Let me tell you, you can buy something pretty big if you're at that head table. Those first 10 spots are very important.
And here comes Earnhardt on the bottom.
Oh, and sideways off turn 4.
He wants to win desperately. 57 races without a win. No victories, 1997. Earnhardt, another strong run in second, closing on Rusty.
What you want to bet, it won't take him forever to get by him when he gets up there. The action will pick up when Earnhardt gets in this pack of cars that are just about to go a lap down.
Oh, they've closed in no time at all. Earnhardt right on Rusty's bumper now. Look at the fans coming up.
All rise. It's as though a judge had walked into the courtroom. In unison, they stand. Now, Jeff Burton in the 99, he is trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. He's in 21st spot there. He's not holding anybody up, but he's in a tight spot himself.
And Jeff Gordon sitting there, he just wants to see what's going to happen next. I think he's riding along with a good cushion on the lead and the points and all, but he don't want to lose sight of this action that's fixing to happen too, because he knows that Rusty Wallace and Dale Earnhardt have put on some great races in the past.
Burton's 4th in the points. I mean, he doesn't want to lose this lead lap position. There's a lot at stake for him as well.
City Napa Auto Parts bringing you NASCAR timing and scoring across the top of the screen. Here goes Wallace to put Jeff Burton down at 21st.
He's trying desperately. Burton fighting back on the inside. They make a little contact there coming off turn 4. Earnhardt's just sitting there trying to figure out where he's going to go.
Rusty tried him for all those laps, couldn't get by, and when Earnhardt got on the back bumper, that just put on all the pressure. He absolutely had to get by because Earnhardt was going to get him if he didn't.
Hope you folks are enjoying this as much as we are. This is a dandy. And those 130 laps are going to fly right by. This is a quick race here at Phoenix.
Here comes Earnhardt.
He's side by side with Burton down the front straightaway, down in the one. Earnhardt drives very deep. Look at Burton go in, though, Eli. He's not able to hold the car down. Earnhardt's earning everything he's doing right now.
Earnhardt just trying to get by race traffic here. The battle with the 99 Burton is not for position. Jeff Burton is a lap down. Earnhardt trying to dispose of traffic and keep Jeff Gordon to the 24 behind him. Larry McReynolds and the crew looking on at their TV monitors on the pit box. They are monitoring our telecast on one of those small DSS dishes. They watch TNN when they're at the racetrack to keep abreast of the action.
Just in a couple of laps, as soon as Rusty Wallace got by Burton, you look at the advantage he got. He got about 10 car length advantage just by getting by Burton that quick. You can see him up there going away. Earnhardt needs to make a move, but he used his tires up, sliding, trying to get on the bottom of the lap.
Earnhardt's not as strong now as he was a few laps ago. Look, he's dropping back from the 99 now.
Well, what you have to do there is cool the tires. Once you cross it up like that, it just sends about another 50 degrees of heat into the tires, so you have to kind of back off a little bit, let them cool back down, and go again.
Glenn Jarrett is watching on that TV monitor with Larry McReynolds down in turn 1.
Yeah, Eli and Larry just now switched it to the field rundown that's giving the timing on the cars. Larry, we see you watching the telecast, but it looks like you guys have overcome your earlier problems. Toe-in seems to be okay now.
Well, the toe-out's still not the way out, but we're not going to give up track position to big sets, you know, like I told him on the last caution. We come from the rear one time, you ain't going to do it twice here, but I just got to say thank the good Lord for people like Mike and Jackie Law from these low snout cars and Bob Riley that's helped this team so much.
I guess you're due to pit around lap 220, 225, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to try to make it where we can do it on one more stop around lap 223.
Okay, that's the story from here. They like it right now, but wow, it's still not right.
And meanwhile, Jeff Bodine has also made a move. He's grabbed 5th place away from Bobby Hamilton. We are live in Phoenix. We're coming right back. Welcome back, everybody, at Phoenix. Rusty Wallace in the number 2 machine, continuing to lead. He has led the last 87 laps of this Dura Lube 500K presented by Kmart. Kenny Schrader right there working in 3rd. Jeff Bodine in the number 7 right there, battling in 4th position. Schrader doing okay, Matt?
I talked to Andy Petrie. He told me they think the rub has gone away. Their spotter is Andy Hillenberg, the ARCA driver. He looked at the car the next couple laps by when it first started smoking. He said it didn't think it was that bad. The tire has worn away. They believe it came from some contact with the 7th car, but they're not 100% positive. But that's where they think the rub started. It appears to be okay now.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Now wait for the 88 car coming into the picture. Right there, you see Dale Jarrett continuing to run well. He is now only 7 7/10 seconds behind Rusty Wallace after being a lap, almost a full lap down, not all that long ago.
Yeah, he's basically picked up the majority of a lap by putting himself in this position.
Yeah, I was just fixing to brag on Mark Martin, how well he's running, and Dale Jarrett has absolutely mowed him down. You can see right there, just inches away from the 6th car, Mark Martin, looking to the inside now, down the back straightaway. He is flying.
And if you want to see the Winston Cup points, there it is. 24 is leading, 6 is in 2nd, 88 is 3rd. There they are, all in a little tight group.
And if you want to see your favorite, just keep your eye at top of the screen. MCI bringing you NASCAR timing and scoring. Steve Burns down to the Jeff Gordon pit. He's running 5th.
And we just saw Ray Evernham get real animated, Eli. He usually sits atop the war wagon here on pit road talking to Jeff Gordon. He just leaped off of it, ran down to the 27 pits of Kenny Irwin and looked at Doug Yates and held his palms up as if to say, get out of the way. Finally, they told Irwin to back off, and Gordon was able to get by him.
Irwin running a couple of laps down in the 19th position. There you see the points.
He's got more trouble than Kenny Irwin Jr., believe me. Look at Dale Jarrett mowing up there on the left side. He's drawing right up on him. Look at that car go down the straightaway. Robert Yates, you've done your homework.
And they're handling so well. You know, we talked about the power. You've got to be able to handle on a warm day on a black, slick racetrack.
Yeah, he and Todd Parrott have just absolutely made a great team. Todd Parrott, very young. He got with Dale Jarrett, and people said, you know, I'm not sure Todd's smart enough and into the game enough, and they found out in a hurry he's championship quality.
They're both championship quality. What a great team they've made. Jarrett's got 14 career wins, 10 in the last 2 seasons with Todd Parrott. And the rest of those guys have stuck with him all the way through. Been virtually no changes on that team.
And all 3 of those point guys doing what they have to do. Got to run the top 5, 7, 10 positions. They are all together, and that benefits the point leader, Jeff Gordon. Pit stops coming up in about a dozen laps.
There is a sport as American as the automobile. It's a sport that never went on strike. And when its players want more money, well, they just get out and race for it. For these reasons and a million others, millions love it like no other. The Die Hard battery salutes the Die Hard race fans everywhere, as dependable and true as the name itself.
This week on NASCAR Garage, we'll go behind the scenes and under the hood. We'll follow the general manager of Darlington Raceway, Jim Hunter, as he calls the shots on race day. Plus, a look back at the car that helped Petty become the king. It's an insider's look at the people, the machines, and the tracks that make NASCAR racing the greatest sport in America.
NASCAR Garage, this weekend on the leader for motorsports coverage, TNN Motorsports.
There is your race leader, Rusty Wallace. Remember in 1992, he had Midnight Rider up by a half lap, then an electrical problem. They had a good car here last year, then the oil pump went out at lap 151. They aren't taking anything for granted, but they have 2.5 seconds on that man, Dale Earnhardt, who's running in second.
Makes Roger Penske look pretty smart, too. He made the phone call and said, let's take the Martinsville car to Phoenix.
There's third place. Dale Jarrett. He got by Jeff Bodine during the commercial break. Has dispensed with Mayfield and Steve Park there. Though Park gets back around him, having made a stop.
He gets a good set of tires on the next pit stop. Jarrett could easily contend to win this thing.
DJ's coming in the pit.
Here he comes to make a stop. Lap 218 is when he'll stop. Dale Jarrett, third place. Now he's hoping and praying that A, he gets a good bit of service, and B, that the caution doesn't come out, as did to him earlier in the day. Ernie Irvin is on pit road as well. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
DJ has already hit his marks. This will be a 4-tire pit stop for Dale Jarrett. He says, don't make any changes. The car is perfect. Just get us a good stop, no mistakes, patience, but let's get a fast stop. And these guys are really going at it. Good work on the left front by Slugger Labby, and he's down and away.
Now, Matt Yoakum, even though these tires don't grow as the bias ply tires used to, how close do these tire specialists have to keep an eye on those tires, especially in 90-degree heat like we're having here today?
Well, talking to Brad Parrott, he says they've been looking at their tires. They have not really had to make that many adjustments, but like bias ply, as the track temperature goes up and down over the course of a weekend, they have to keep an eye on the temperature, and a lot of times they will start out with lower temperature, so as the heat builds in the tires, the temperature will grow to the temperature that they really want to have in the tires for the handling of the car.
Lap 219, Bill Elliott is in. Brett Bodine is in for service. Mark Martin right there. He's running in 7th spot. The 4 of Sterling Marlin back in 31st. Jeff Gordon now on the pit lane. Chad Little has come in as well. The Rainbow Warriors waiting.
55 miles an hour in pit road there. Looks like they're crawling down through there.
Rick Mast is in also. Let's go to Steve Burns.
And Jeff Gordon, just prior to this pit stop, complaining to Ray Evernham that he's loose off of 4. So they'll try and make an adjustment there to get him better. This is going to be a 4-tire change for the Rainbow Warriors. You see the clock working for them. This is one of the best pit crews in the business. Going to the left side of Jeff Gordon's car, leaving the windshield for him. And he's down 19.1 seconds for Jeff Gordon.
On the racetrack, Bobby Hamilton Hamilton and Kenny Schrader, the 43 and the 33. They are battling for fourth, and here comes the race leader onto the pit lane. Rusty Wallace will hand the lead back to second man in line, Dale Earnhardt. Slowly, Wallace, he must feel like he's going at a snail's pace. All the way down around the turn. He's pitting near the exit of turn 1 and 2. Let's head there.
And he brings the Miller Lite Ford in. This is one of the best pit crews in the business, guys. And so we got the clock on them right now to see how they can do under the gun. It will be a 4-tire change. Wow, right side already done. And down, Earl Barb on the jackman, brings it around. They got the left side tires already off. This is going to be a great pit stop under the gun. Ooh, a little trouble in the right rear, but still a great pit stop, just over 19 seconds.
So let's update you. Rusty Wallace led from 117 to 221. Dale Earnhardt leads lap 222 and 223. And now Jeff Bodine takes over the lead at lap 224. Back to the Earnhardt pit now.
I'm only 2 spots down from Rusty Wallace is Dale Earnhardt. Also, Bobby Labonte came in. Earnhardt's crew has already got the right sides done. They're around to the left now. Bobby Labonte is down and away. Obviously, a 4-tire change with Earnhardt. He is down and out. Let's go. That's 19.7 for Earnhardt. Here's Steve Burns.
Landmark Martin, right side tires already on, left side tires on quickly. They did make a chassis adjustment to the right rear of the 6 car.
Now take a look as Martin leaves the pit lane. Let's go back a moment to watch Earnhardt try and come down pit road. Watch this, buddy.
That's Ricky Rudd in the 10 there. He had to avoid him. You see him coming on the outside there. They both come down. They have to get down to 55 miles an hour by that white line right there. So, boy, that was very close. He almost missed the opening.
Now as Jeff Bodine pits, Johnny Benson becomes the leader at lap 226. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Most teams can go to the distance from this juncture on. This will be a 4-tire pit stop for Jeff Bodine. He said his car was a little loose. They're going to tighten him up with some minor air pressure adjustments. The crew going to work on the left side. Good stop for the QVC Ford.
So the clock continues to roll. 22.2 seconds. Deuces are wild there for Jeff Bodine. There's the leader, the 30, Johnny Benson. He's leading the 7th different race for him in 97.
When you look back at Jeff Gordon's season, it's not surprising he won his 2nd Drivers' Championship. After all, consider where he started. Congratulations, Jeff, and the Rainbow Warriors on your 2nd Drivers' Championship. Team Monte Carlo, Chevrolet, the cars more champions trust.
High above the Phoenix International Raceway, the folks at Dura giving us the aerial view of the sun-drenched Phoenix International Raceway. Just wipe it on and hose it off. Dura available at Pep Boys, Target Auto Stores, Kmart, and wherever you might be. NASCAR Online is keeping you informed of the doings here at the Valley of the Sun. All the up-to-the-moment scoring and all the news of what's been a busy news weekend. Just get your computer out, dial it up to www.nascar.com. NASCAR Online is your 24-hour NASCAR Garage Pass. Welcome back, Eli Gold, Buddy Baker, Dick Berggren, Glenn Jarrett, Matt Yoakum, Steve Burns. We're all on hand here at Phoenix International. Rusty Wallace is the race leader. Not hurt at all by that pit stop performance.
Eli, this is what we were just talking about just a couple of laps ago. You're in Rusty Wallace's back bumper cam there, going down in the corner. You can see the DJ. Dale Jarrett has closed in. It's less than a car length. Here he comes on the inside.
This is for the lead, basically making up a lap all day today. Powerful, to say the least, given to Jarrett. It is the first lap led today by one of the 3 men battling for the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. Not Mark Martin, not Jeff Gordon. Finally now, Dale Jarrett leads a lap at 2:40.
That is very big. Those 5 points are very big. He's only trailing Mark Martin by 20 points, now 15.
work back off into the corner. Only 2 1/10 back is Dale Earnhardt. We've not forgotten about him. But how are the front three running? From Earnhardt in third, it is 6 seconds back to Bobby Hamilton in fourth. So if Tim Brewer's prediction is to become fact, Richard Petty's bunch is going to have to turn things up just a bit.
How smooth Dale Jarrett is running, just right by on the outside, nice and smooth, no bobble, no twist, no jump around in the race car. It just looks nice and clean.
You know what this reminds you of? Bill Elliott in '85 making up 2 laps under green at Talladega.
I got to watch that.
Yeah.
He passed me to take the lead.
Steve Park goes to the garage as we continue under green.
And welcome back, Jeff Gordon in the pits. They were trying to hang on as long as they could, but he got loose and hit the wall in turn 4, or just prior to. They're going to change 4 tires on the Chevrolet of Jeff Gordon. They tried to ride it out, but it didn't work. 4 tires, and they do know it was the left front tire that was flat. Left front.
Here's what happened. Let's take you back.
Okay, you can see right there, the left front's flat. He went right up to the wall. Very lucky he didn't wipe the car out. Going in the corner, when you have a left front like that and you're on the brake, it takes off right for the wall.
There is the tire. Now, Gordon had just been lapped on the racetrack by Dale Jarrett, and all the scoring is now cycling around. Gordon will be in 30th position, 3 laps down. 30th position, 3 laps down. How about them apples for the championship chase now?
Eli, we were talking earlier, it could be left front or right front when you get a vibration. We talked about that a long time ago. It's very hard to tell the difference. It finally showed up. The left front went flat going in the corner. But the big question is what he says to the crew later on, whether he's actually got rid of the vibration in the car when that tire went flat.
Good question. Now, obviously, with fresh tires, he blows right by Jeff Bodine there in the 7th. We're at lap 276 of 312, and this is going to be a huge change in the points. Look at that. Only 38 points back is Jarrett, 10 back further is Martin. And that likely, barring a major problem, won't change a whole ton because we're within shouting distance of the finish here in Phoenix.
But you almost can't say barring a major problem. So many things have happened in this point chase. In 1997, it seems as if every time it settles down, something like this happens and turns the whole thing upside down. It's been so close all year long.
There's the culprit closing in on the finish. Jeff Gordon's up to 23rd now. He's still 3 laps down, but nevertheless, he is creeping up in the point standings again. There's Rusty Wallace. He's in 2nd.
Yeah, he got sideways coming off turn 4. We just got a report down in the truck there said he was very sideways coming off turn 4. I didn't see it, but Rusty's driving his heart out. He just is not sticking in the corners as well as Dale Jarrett is.
Riding with Jeremy Mayfield.
It's Trickle pitting.
Trickle in at lap 297. He was in at 221, so only 56 laps ago. So this would be a little short.
I would speculate that he has a problem. He's coming in a little slower than the speed limit down through there. He's got something wrong with the 90 car. That Trickle does.
Let's go back and watch what happened to Rusty Wallace there. We had the report that he's there. He does indeed do a little dance off the corner. Didn't cost him, though. Dale Jarrett still leading by 6 4/10 seconds, Matt.
Todd, you've been warning your driver, watch the fuel mileage. It'll be 94 laps to the finish for your last stop. Can you go all the way?
It's not a matter of can we go all the way. It's a matter of we're going all the way. 24 car had some bad luck a while ago. We got to win this race. We ain't going to win this championship by coming in and getting a little bit of gas with 2 to go. We're going to roll the dice. Dale Jarrett drove his tail off here today, and he deserves what he gets today, I can tell you that.
They have never given up. They're hoping to capitalize on the 2014's misfortune. Nobody us some good luck and get back in that title chase, which they are desperately wanting to get.
Well, we heard a report earlier today that they were going to try to stretch it to 220. They stopped on 217, so it is a roll the dice situation for them. But like they say, when you're trying to win the championship, you have to do what it takes to win the race first. That put them in a great spot. If they run out of fuel, hey, it would have been bad if they stopped anyhow.
Yeah. Dick Trickle's car being pushed back up the pit lane, and you guys are right, more than just an early stop. It was a problem for the Heilig-Myers Ford. So here with just 12 miles to go, Dick Trickle will be going to the garage area. There you see them pushing the Heilig-Myers team back up the pit lane. He'll join Ricky Craven, Ward Burton, and Steve Park as the only retirees. Next time by, it'll be 10 laps to go for Dale Jarrett.
That was a great shot of Dale Jarrett getting in the corner just now. His gloves were absolutely stationary on the wheel going into the corner. Didn't have to turn them left or right. The car is sticking right where he wants it.
Jeff Gordon is running in 21st. There he is. If you're joining us along the way, or maybe tucked out for a second to check on your favorite NFL team, he had problems finally. Put him up near the wall in turn 3 and 4. An unscheduled stop at lap 273. And Jeff Gordon is now on the track, 3 laps down. But he is now back up to 21st, now to 20th position. So he is picking up points again as he climbs his way back up the leaderboard.
But he's also got to really stick his neck out for every position as opposed to Jarrett. Jarrett's got that nice, comfortable lead. Gordon, he's got to be right on the ragged edge, get every car he possibly can.
There you see Dale Earnhardt just ahead of Jeff Gordon. Earnhart's running in 4th. What a good day.
Yeah, you have to remember the 24 made a pit stop not long ago, took on some tires, so actually Earnhart's doing a pretty good job out there. At one time very dominant, but now the car is not up to speed as far as Dale Jarrett, nobody else is either.
Of course, Earnhardt had early problems. The toe-in was knocked out. He was involved in a spin off the corner at lap 56.
But it's getting awful close to a full year without a win for Dale Earnhardt in the black number 3. Boy, there's some championships right there.
Between Dale and Darrell Waltrip. There's Kenny Schrader running well. He's 13, nearly 14 seconds back. With a strong top 5 run for him. You know, we were looking at the numbers before. Dale Earnhardt, before this 57 race winless streak, his career win ratio was 1 win every 8 starts. You know, that's amazing.
Schrader is having a good race today. In fact, he's having a good tail end of the season. Said yesterday he's about where he wanted to be when the year began. They've had some communications things that they've had to develop with a new team, but Schrader's got it pretty well together right now.
It'll be 5 laps to go. Next time Dale Jarrett gets back to the stripe.
You can see Darrell Waltrip and Earnhardt having a battle there. They're just having a good time now. They know that neither one of them is going to win the race. They're going at it, though.
They're a lap apart, but nevertheless, with Earnhardt in 4th and Darrell Waltrip in 12th, they are having their own private battle. Haven't heard much about Mark Martin. There he is, and he's running in 6th. He's on the lead lap, 17 seconds behind Dale Jarrett.
His right front fender's pushed it a bit as well.
5 laps to go.
Whoa, you can see Martin's car getting really loose there just in front of Joe Nemechek, number 42. So it's not a ride around here. He's earning everything he's doing. But what a great shootout this is going to be for the National Championship. Mathematically, all 3 cars, Martin, Jarrett, and Gordon, really have a great chance at the championship.
Jarrett still got some 76 racing fuel left, Matt.
He sure does, Eli. He's on a major fuel conservation kick right now. He has slowed his pace nearly a second and a half. His spotter is telling him where the 2 car is so he doesn't give up too much track space. But he knows that they have to go to the finish, and they know the big picture, the championship is on their minds, and they hope for 185 points today.
Now that is for position. That's for 4th place on your screen. Earnhardt in the 3, Schrader in the 33.
A little deja vu last week. Earnhardt backpedaling at the very end of the race.
You can see the 3-car of Earnhardt coming off turn 4 there, jumping out sideways. He's used the tires up. Schrader's running a very high line around the racetrack. Seems to get good drive off the corner, so, hey, he just went right on by Earnhardt.
Very solid run there.
Schrader's 12.5 seconds behind the leader.
White flag will be out next time by. They are now less than 2 miles to settle it. The Dura Lube 500K presented by Kmart is seemingly going to be the 7th win of the year for Dale Jarrett.
I know they're thinking gas mileage. I'm just behind him, about a half a corner back, is Rusty Wallace. He's had a great run today, but this guy's had a super run.
White flag is in the air as Jarrett now conserving fuel. Impressive is not even the right adjective. Dominated. First win at Phoenix. His 7th win of the year. 15th win of his career, and the 3rd win at Phoenix for Robert Yates Racing. Dale Jarrett will win the Dura Lube 500K. Mark Martin will come home in 6th. Jeff Gordon will come home in 17th position. And there you have the rundown of the fellas battling for the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship as they head to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the season finale in 2 weeks. Now it's time to award our Pit Crew of the Race Award, brought to you by Miller Lite, who invites you to sit back and enjoy Miller Time. There's the man.
Todd there, talking to DJ on the radio. Congratulations, a great win for you guys.
Yeah, take your victory lap there, dude. Better not, might run out of gas. Down there by the start-finish line somewhere.
Well, you made it on fuel mileage.
Yeah, well, we finally won us a fuel mileage race. This race right here was won by Dale Jarrett, man. I mean, went a lap down, made a little gutsy call early, and what can I say? It was just an awesome day. We had great pit stops. This is one of them Robert Yates in-house cars, and this is for all the guys back at the shop and, you know, the guys that are here that worked so hard on this car. And they said it would win, and Dale Jarrett proved today that it can win.
It puts you back in the title fight.
Yeah, like I said, the man with the most luck is the one that's going to win this thing at the end. And right now I feel very fortunate. The good Lord looked after us all day long and come out on top. I'd like to say hey to Debbie and Tyler. Love you guys.
Well, Todd, on behalf of TNN and Miller Lite, we'd like to present you with the Pit Crew Award for a great job today.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
A little emotion as everybody now packs up, heads east to Atlanta to settle the championship in 2 weeks' time.
There are 2 sides to every Monte Carlo. The side you show the world is up to you. Get 2.9% APR financing or up to $750 cash back on Monte Carlo during Chevy's year-end event.
In racing, the engine is everything.
What? It's the driver.
A driver will never see a finish line without a great engine.
The greatest engine will never see a victory lap without a great driver.
At least they agree on Haviland Formula 3 motor oil, the same oil you can buy right off the shelf. And also try Haviland Extended Life Antifreeze.
The engine's the first thing to the finish line.
Not in Indy cars.
Brought to you by Glafal Luxury Vans and Trucks, the choice of top NASCAR tracks, teams, and drivers, and the official fan conversion company of NASCAR. Call for a dealer near you.
Welcome back as the fans begin to head out on towards 115th Avenue and leave that beautiful setting nestled alongside the Estrella Mountains. Phoenix International Raceway, and that view provided by our DuraShine cameras. Advanced auto polish is what DuraShine is. Just hose it on, wipe it off. DuraShine now available at Pep Boys, Western Auto, Kmart, and Target Auto Stores. He has won at Atlanta. He won at Darlington. He won the second race of the year at Pocono, Bristol, Richmond, and Charlotte. And now he has conquered the Valley of the Sun. Let's hear from Dale Jarrett.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I'm a little excited here for the 15th time in his career, 7th time this year, but for the first time ever on TNN, first time ever for me. Way to go, bro. What a performance.
Thank you. I'd like to take the credit, but what an awesome race car. We were pretty good from the beginning, and Todd made some adjustments. We got a little loose, and then we stopped a little early because we were loose and the caution came out, and had to work hard after that. But the last two sets of Goodyear Eagles that I had were just awesome. It's a great tire that they've got here. This car will just work flawlessly. I was worried about fuel there. We don't get the best fuel mileage, but the car was good enough that I was able to conserve it and really make it easier to drive and everything. So just an awesome day for us.
Well, Dale, by an estimation only, you're only about 60 to 70 points behind Gordon now for the championship. Puts a new light on going to Atlanta.
Well, we got a chance, and that's all we asked for is going down there is to have a shot at it. And it's been just a great year, thanks to Ford Quality Care and Ford Credit, Texaco, Plasticoat, Gillette, White Rain, everybody that helps us here. We just appreciate it a lot. Want to say hi to my family that didn't get out here. Kelly, I'll see you tonight. But kids, I'll see you soon. And Carson, congratulations to you yesterday. She won her 3rd gymnastics meet out of 4 this year. And I hope Natalie did the same this afternoon. I don't know how you did, babe. Zach, we'll see you soon. Jason, thanks.
We've got some time to bring you some extra features. One of those is Glenn Jarrett with our Peerless feature, brought to you by the do-it-for-yourself faucet, Peerless.
You know, one of the questions we're asked most often by NASCAR fans around the country is, hey, how can a guy that finished 15th win more money than a guy that finished 4th? Well, pay attention. We're going to try to explain this. The number one reason is the plans that all NASCAR car owners are on. The most lucrative is the Winner's Circle plan. That's for guys that have won the most races in the last year. That's worth about $300,000 to the team. Number 2 is Plan 1. Those are for the guys that were in the top 30 in the point standings last year. That's another couple $100,000. The third way is Plan 1C. That changes every 10 races. It's based on a combination of where you are in the points and how you finished in those 10 races. And the other way, contingency awards. Look at this week's entry blank here at Phoenix. Look up here, qualifying and special awards. Look at this list of contingency awards. Now, go to the race car. If you use the decals for those contingency companies, then you're eligible for that money. The Busch Beer Pole pays $5,000. Leading it halfway, Gatorade pays $10,000. Hey, let's not forget Opryland, the great entertainment, $4,000. Any combination of these, the plans and the contingency money, can make your purse read a whole lot higher than the guy above you. NASCAR did this as an effort to reward the teams that come and race every week. Very innovative, but man, it's confusing. I've had enough.
This afternoon's telecast has been sponsored in part by Featherlight Trailers, the official trailers of NASCAR, CART, the IRL, and a major sponsor of the NHRA. Remember to call Featherlight for all of your trailer needs at 800-800-1230 or call them directly at 319-547-6000. Winnebago Industries, the official motorhome of TNN. Stop by your local Winnebago or Itasca dealer now and see the new models that are available. For more information on the Winnebago Motorsports team, please call 1-800-643-4892, extension 2. Commercial transportation for this broadcast has been provided by Ryder, the official transportation company of Opryland. You know about NASCAR Thunder, but we want to remind you again about the only official store of NASCAR. They've just opened their newest location here in Phoenix, Arizona at the Metro Center. It really gives you a unique shopping experience because every store features multi-screen video walls, an actual NASCAR Winston Cup car, and the decor is made to look like the inside of a NASCAR Winston Cup garage. Even the floor is made out of recycled tires. NASCAR Thunder. And folks, remember, if you're looking for a great Christmas gift idea, how about TNN Motorsports Hardcore 4x4? If you like games and you like racing, check out TNN Motorsports Hardcore 4x4 for the Sony PlayStation and the Sega Saturn system. It is available in stores right now. Well, the fans filing out, giving me just enough time to say thank you to a couple of names that you don't often hear, Martha Oliver and Bill Sloboda, who work alongside of us up here in the booth all season long. Part of what, for me, has got to be the very best TV crew anywhere in America. America, Dick Bergman, Buddy Baker. As always, a pleasure, as this is our final telecast of the year.
Okay, we're taking the yellow bumper stripper off your back now. You're here.
All right.
Congratulations. Rookie of the year.
I'm not going anywhere. Buddy Baker, Dick Bergman, Glenn Jarrett, Matt Yoakum, Steve Burns, and the entire crew doing a great job. We thank them. We thank you, and we leave you now with a look back at 1997. Little Steven Van Zandt. And this is the time of your life.
The Nashville Network is a service of CBS Cable. Inside NASCAR, next on TNN Motorsports.